Our MMM Weekly Digest will be from the 3rd of January of this year, while our future segments will talk about some ways that banks do to deceive their customers. And Guider Emil San Juan will give us another insightful delivery on his Just My Opinion. We'll be back with the details shortly. To all our viewers around the world, this is MNC, your Mavro News Channel. On this episode, the coverage of our MMM Weekly Digest is the week before January 22nd of this year. We start off with MMM and cryptocurrencies. The cryptocurrencies market experienced deep correction during this period. The price of Bitcoin at several stock exchanges decreased to less than $10,000. The price of many altcoins decreased as well, thereby reducing the total capitalization of the cryptocurrencies market to $432 billion. The experts expressed different opinions concerning the past correction and cited different reasons. However, many of them are sure that Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies will rebound and continue to grow. They added that such corrections are considered a normal phenomenon of the current development stage of the digital money. They said that the situation at the cryptocurrencies market will become more stable in no time with a predicted notable growth. The MMM administration shared these thoughts and asked members to continue using cryptocurrencies in sending their donations. Moving to South Korea, it is not a secret that authorities from that country were actively criticizing cryptocurrencies, saying it's not real money. However, a scandal leaked that week that some high-ranking officials who were involved in the insider cryptocurrencies trading had approval. According to the Office of the Financial Supervision in South Korea, these high officials involved in trading fixed the revenues. They sold cryptocurrencies before the central bank declared the purpose to tighten rules concerning their local stock exchanges. This meant that they earned a lot of money because prices dipped after the announcements. This left observers questioning the authenticity of their efforts to curb use of cryptocurrencies by saying it is bad, but they themselves have already earned from it. Moving on to other cryptocurrencies developments that week. Further steps were taken on January 17th for the solution of the large scaling of Bitcoin with the implementation of the Lightning Network protocol. This enhancement enables to carry out quick Bitcoin transactions with minimal fees. During that time, Blackstream Company launched its first internet shop with the support of payments that used the new protocol. There were 4 items in their online catalog, male and female, t-shirts with the slogan "Don't Trust," Verify, and 2 types of stickers, Blackstream Satellite and Lightning Network. It was a small beginning, but it is expected that the range of the shop will expand soon, and their customers will be able to purchase more goods for Bitcoins. It was noted as well that the number of active nodes using the Lightning Network protocol increased significantly in the main Bitcoin network. As of that week, there were already 91 active nodes. Another step was also taken that week for the solution of the large scaling problem of Bitcoin. The white paper for the implementation of the authentication scheme and digital snore signature into the Bitcoin protocol was published in the internet. The solution offered by the developers from Team Bitcoin Core will help to increase the productivity of Bitcoin network and improve the privacy parameters. As a result, the transactions will become more fast and secure. and profitable for all users. And now, let's make a short wrap-up of the events that occurred in different MMM countries during that period. We start our roundup in MMM Venezuela, where active leaders held a charity event for children at the Dr. Miguel Ora Hospital. A tasty dinner was organized for the little patients. One member dressed as Santa Claus visited their rooms and wished them soonest recovery. This not only brought smiles to the parents of the young children, but also to the medical attendants present during the event. Moving west, we go to Australia, where MMM guiders continued to show how they work hard to cater to their current and potential participants. On that week, they prepared a new video tutorial that teaches viewers about the digital currency Litecoin, its history, principles of work, and the prospects and opportunities if they will be used to participate in MMM. MMM administrators lauded their efforts to expand important information and help people understand difficult topics. Aside from the video about Litecoin, the leaders from MMM Australia also prepared a new tutorial video for the participants on how to build their own structures. In the video, they showed how easy and simple it is for any MMM participant can create their own structure and improve their lives along the way. With it, the guiders hope that people will see unlimited opportunities that MMM offer. As for MMM Kenya and MMM Ghana, the attraction of new members continued during that week. The guiders constantly held offline events in different formats. In the business centers, cafes, and even on the streets, they tell people about the community, its ideology, and usefulness. They made sure that all efforts are exhausted so that each person they interact with will have a deeper understanding of the platform. Aside from that, guiders in Kenya organized a charity event for one of the orphanages in their country. They brought in food items and other toiletries. The care and kind deed they showed for the deprived children was praised not just by the volunteers in the shelter, but also the MMM administrators. Elsewhere in the African continent, participants from MMM RSA have uploaded a lot of new testimonials on that week. The administrators were happy because this meant that the MMM community in South Africa is still alive and continuously developing. It is also a testament that guiders and members there are united with the same goal to improve their own lives through the mutual financial support platform of MMM. Rise in activities were also seen in MMM Turkey on the third week of January. Guiders are again starting to build their teams, and the tendency for positive development was observed. The administrators encouraged the active leaders in Turkey to explore the large potential of growing the community there and get big results in the end. They stress the importance of always following the ideology of the community and keeping a positive mindset, even in times of challenges. And participants from MMM Philippines show that they will not rest on their laurels for the positive results and stability they have gained for more than 16 months already. The Provide Help and Get Help chain in that community remains to have high activities. And with this, the MMM administrations has set them as one of the countries that can be emulated by other MMM communities around the world. Lastly, participants from MMM China continued to prepare for the Chinese New Year on that week, as it is one of the most large-scale favorite holidays of the country. However, this did not affect their activities for MMM, as it was seen to continue growing. The number of PH and GH increased as well, signifying that members are not forgetting their desire to develop further the MMM community in their country. And before we end, here are snippets from the best testimonials speak by our administrators for that week.
Halo, selamat pagi. Nama saya Yeni. Saya partisipan, saya dari Surabaya. Pada tanggal 11 bulan 9 2017, saya PH sebesar 6 juta rupiah. Pada tanggal 17 Januari 2018, saya hanya GH sebagian sebesar 2,6 juta. Terima kasih kepada seluruh partisipan MMM Indonesia yang sudah membantu saya dan juga kepada Mr. Gema Frodi yang telah menciptakan sistem ini. Salam MMM.
Halo, nama saya Benci Saluteru, partisipan asal Ambon. Saya kemarin GH 0,057 dan saya sudah mendapat bantuan. Terima kasih MMM, long life MMM. Salam.
I am Ravi Dumar from Sangli, Maharashtra. I provided help of rupees 30,000 on dated 1st December 2017. Now I get help of rupees 35,000 on dated 30th December 2017. It's very happy and believable system is called Triple M India. Please join us this system and stay happy life. Thank you, Triple M India.
The main vision of the MMM community is to build a new fair world. A world where anyone may find their happy ever after and will never again take out loans in banks. Their own income will be sufficient enough to avoid these institutions. As some of you may already know, banks are a huge scam that runs the existing financial system. They take advantage of their customers' poor attention to detail and of the imperfections of the law to deceive and cash in on ordinary citizens. Here are 3 of the numerous tricks used by banks to leave their customers penniless. These charges are either hidden somewhere in the pages of a huge contract or written out in small print. Banks do so deliberately, counting on their customers to be inattentive since people tend to skim through papers without going too much into detail. And how wrong they are, hidden charges are often total big amounts. They can either pay them or go into litigation with the bank even though winning the latter is near to impossible. This is the bank's most favorite con. They offer their customers a credit card with a 30 or 60-day grace period. They tell the clients that they are allowed to charge transactions or do cash advances and can pay it back in a month or 2 without interest. Customers then become confident that they won't have to pay any extra, but it is just an illusion. The catch is that the grace period ends on the first day of each month. So if the client makes a transaction using the card on the 20th day of the current month and the grace period is 30 days, it means that the money must be paid back on the first day of the next month. That makes the actual grace period only 10 days. If it is not paid back on time, the bank will charge interest and impose a hefty penalty. Concealment of debt. If the next loan payment is at least 1 day late, the bank will impose a late payment penalty and charge interest. However, the customers has the knowledge of this. This information is deliberately concealed. Banks make profits by keeping it secret and letting the debt grow in more and more. In a year, they inform the customer about the debt, and the amount accrued during this time is quite big. These are just 3 bank tricks. In reality, there's a lot more of them. Moreover, banks are formally in the right and the law backs them. Steer clear of banks if you don't want to be deceived. One option you have is to join MMM. You will not only get big bonuses for your donations, you will help build a new just world where there will be no place for deceit.
Hi everyone, how are you doing today? My name is Mil and you are watching MNC's Just My Opinion. During our previous episode, we talked about the advantages of taking risk and why it is vital for one's success. Surely not all of our viewers agreed with me, but most of them said it is useful, especially today, that there's a lot of opportunities to earn from the cryptocurrency economy. For today's episode, what I'm going to share with you is my personal analysis of the current cryptocurrency market trend. But before that, take note that this is not a financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, and the information you're about to know today is just from my personal analysis and observation. We all remember that the Bitcoin price had an incredible crash just this past January. The price went down from $20,000 all the way down to $6,000. Many people regard it as another bloodbath in the cryptocurrency world. Well, that is true for majority of people owning digital coins because they are panic sellers. They buy when the price is high and they sell when the price is low. Ironic, isn't it? I think it is because 90% of the population have the same thinking pattern. They are affected by fear and doubt. They don't really hold on to positive beliefs. You want proof? Well, just look at the coin market and see how the price of the Bitcoin recovered really fast during the month of February. Now the price is back to $10,000, more or less, I guess. And for sure, those who sold their Bitcoins out of fear are now regretting their decisions. Now, you might be wondering, what will be the next trend? Will the price go up or will it plummet again? That's also a huge question mark for me, so I decided to look for answers. As I've said in one of our previous segments, one of the biggest factors that drives the price of Bitcoin are large financial institutions who wanted to regulate cryptocurrency. These financial institutions form several groups or alliance. One of the famous groups is called the G20. The Group of 20 or G20 is an international forum for the governments and central bank governors from Argentina, Australia, Brazil, Canada, China, France, Germany, India, Indonesia, Italy, Japan, Mexico, the Republic of Korea, the Russian Federation, Saudi Arabia, South Africa, Turkey, the United Kingdom, the United States, and the European Union. They represent about 2/3 of the world's population, 85% of global gross domestic product, and over 75% of global trade. So, it is really obvious that this group will always seek for ways to regulate cryptocurrency, especially Bitcoin. If you remember what happened in the past, not only for 2018 but for the last few years, Bitcoin price always tends to go down whenever there is an attempt to regulate it, whether the attempt is from a single country or from a group like the G20. I don't know if it's just a coincidence, but what I observe is that every time financial institutions gather for a meeting, there's always a huge after effect on the market trend of Bitcoin and altcoins. Sometimes the price goes up, but most of the time it goes down. So I think the price we are seeing currently is not yet stable. Some experts said that maybe it is only a bull trap. By the way, for those who don't know yet, bull trap is a false signal in which it will trick you into thinking that the market price is heading upwards when in fact it continues to go down. So if you're into Bitcoin, it is better to be careful of your decisions. There is an incoming G20 meeting this month of March, and you better watch out for it. In fact, last December 17, French Finance Minister Bruno Le Maire announced that the next G20 meeting would include discussion about how to regulate the world's most popular cryptocurrency, Bitcoin. So again, watch out for the bull trap and don't just take my word for it. Do your own research so that you know what to do next. That's it for this week. I will see you again next week. This is Emil saying, remember that everything that I said in this video is just my opinion. Have a great day, guys, and bye-bye.
Another week has ended for MNC, your Mavro News channel. I am Mark. Always remember, together we can change the world.